Alright, well, welcome back everyone to Corpse Party. This time we're gonna go after the Chapter 3 wrong endings here. So, we'll do. I guess we'll start a new game. It's just to get back to the very beginning, because you can get one fairly early. Watch that just to save some time. I was gonna try and get all the name tags, but I learned that there's actually a glitch that prevents us from getting one. I don't really want to. And then there's one that I don't even know how to reach. So I don't know what to do about that. Oh, I thought it was a little after that when it started. Okay. I will see you all again when we are approaching the point of where we can start. Okay, so when you get the option to take the beads from Yuka, the easiest way to get one of these wrong endings, I think maybe the only way to get the wrong ending, is to decline.
Yuka, ありがとな。でもこれはお前持ってな。俺もお前が心配なんだ。怪我しないように。な。わかった。
Okie doke, okay. Alright, to get this wrong ending, it's fairly simple. Just look.
Mega 目が合っている。なんだ。そらせない。体が足が勝手に動く。
The spirit of the little boy stares at you with eyes and mouth. He has no tongue. It was only a few short seconds between the moment Satoshi fell and the moment he hit the ground, and there was really nothing he could do to prevent it. After all, he had no control when he inched his way towards certain doom, and he certainly had no control once gravity took over. Without even time to gasp in grim realization, he impacted upon the uneven floorboards below and could feel his innards exploding. Yet he remained conscious for somewhere between a couple seconds and a minute before his life officially. Staring up at the hole in the ceiling, just as his vision began to dim, he saw his little sister Yuka, who had jumped in after him. One of the things that I've noticed, sometimes listening to the recording, is that my mic, the sound of what I'm saying is not always being picked up by the mic. I don't know if that's the software I'm using or if it's the mic's fault. I have a different mic I may want to try and use, see if that helps. Because it wasn't an issue until I got a newer version or I updated this software. But anyway, let's move on to get more wrong endings. This one is going to take a bit of time, so I will see you when we're ready. Alright, and this next wrong ending, you just have to walk over since we don't get those special shoes until later in the chapter. Um, Otherwise, walking on these will kill us. And that's what we want to do to get this next wrong ending. Your HP is getting low. To recover health, return to a lit candle as soon as possible. And we died. The first time I got this one, I didn't realize I could move. But it's really easy. Such a bratty thing to do. The spirit of a little girl appears right in front of Yuka's face, glowing a bluish white. Where the left eye should be, only a gaping, empty socket can be seen. The disquieting snip snip sound grows ever louder as the spirit draws nearer and presents the item she holds in her. It's a pair of sewing scissors, and she's brandishing them dangerously close to Yuka's face. The inner blades are dull, rusty, and caked with. There's little doubt that the following events are going to be imaginably excruciating. The girl repeats her futile demand over and over again, bringing the blades closer and closer and closer each time. Yuka's left eye offers little resistance as the jagged, blood-soaked blade is plunged deep. Her vision runs red as waves of unbearable agony trigger unconscious screams of primal, nearly animalistic. She instinctively reaches up to pull the scissors out, but just touching them lightly causes new jolts of torturous misery to flow through her body. The sound of a foreign object scraping against her cranium echoes through her mind mercilessly, not from her eardrums, but directly to her brain. No other experience could possibly have prepared her for this. It's all the suffering of the world coalesced into a single moment. The pain grows exponentially worse with each heartbeat, yet the trauma of the experience makes the heart beat faster, creating an endless cycle. It's not something you can adapt to. It's not something you can ignore. All you can do is thank heaven above when you finally die. Alright, so here is the first victim memoir. Otaki, Mitsuharu, I want to see you again. A ghost told me. Apparently you were brought here too, but we're in different spaces. Even though we're in the same school, I can't see you. Why did this happen to us? I shouldn't be here. I should be in my Math 1 class at prep school. My sister's going to be really mad at me for skipping. I don't think she'd believe this excuse even if I told her, though. I feel like if I can ever find you, I'll be able to get out of here alive. I don't know why. But if we really are in the same school, then I know there must be a way of getting in contact with you, and I'm going to find it. Alright? Victim memoir number 1. Here comes victim memoir number 2. I'll just walk over there. We already kind of saved in advance so we can easily just waddle, but we. Oh look, there's the empty bucket you could use. You could just grab that, go into the bathroom and just piss in it. No one will give a shit. It's a decaying school. Who cares where you. Number 2. I'm so cold. I feel like the heat is just oozing out of my body bit by bit. And then there's that sound that just won't stop. What is it? Hurt. I can't focus on anything. I feel like there's a thin film surrounding my entire brain. I found a dying message next to one of the corpses earlier. It said there's a hallway somewhere in here that changes its size, appearing longer or shorter pretty much on a whim. I wonder where it is. I hate that I don't feel anything when I see a human body anymore. It sickens me. It's essential for you to read this note to move on to the other corridor, so. Yuga's tired. And she's going to ask you to rest with her too. My playthrough, I was like, I'm not tired. Let's get going, Yuka. But if you insist and go along with Yuka, you get some extra scenes.
仕方ないな。ちょっと休むか。お前一人にするのも心配だしな。
お腹すいた。
ああ、 着いた。
今何時かな。お母さんのご飯の時間じゃないかな。
時計止まってるからわからないな。
帰りたい。
大丈夫だ。絶対に脱出するぞ。ナオミやヨシキたち仲間と合流できればきっと何かいい方法が見つかるさ。あいつらだってきっと今頃脱出の術を探っているはずだ。合流した時に恥かかないように俺たちも頑張ろう。なんとかなるさ。心配するな。
お兄ちゃんの言うことだもん。ゆか、信じるよ。
ゆか、きっとなんとかなる。窓も開かないこんな状況で。それはしかし現実を突き崩すだけの力を持たない紙のように薄い言葉だ。だがそれでも今は生きるために信じる。盲目的にただ希望だけを信じる。今の俺たちにできることはそれしかないから。
ここは痛い。頭が割れそうだ。てめえらいい加減にしろよ。篠崎はどこだ。くそ、足が立たねえ。くそー。
しまった。うとうとしてしまったか。何やってんだ俺。本当に寝てどうするんだよ。
お兄ちゃん。うちじゃ。
ゆか、泣くな。もう少しだけ我慢だ。無事に帰ったらコンペイトを買ってやるから。
緑寿庵のコンペイト。
ああ、この前食べたがってたろ。
我慢する。
よし、偉いぞ。こいつは食べ物だな。ナオミのやつが心配だ。篠原か誰か仲間と一緒だといいが。あいつ気強いけど 心はそれほど頑丈じゃないからな。さあ行こうゆか。立てるか。疲れたらまた休みに戻ってこよう。
Alright, and so I'll see you when we have another victim memoir to read. Alright, the third one is in the main building boys' lavatory. Mitsuharu really isn't anywhere to be found, is he? I guess it's true. I'll probably never see him again. But I may have figured out a way of getting in contact with him, at least. He left me a message on the teacher's desk in one of the classrooms. Looks like even when we're in different spaces, we can still communicate that. But it's not enough. There's no warmth to be felt from the written word alone. I miss our fights, our impromptu wrestling matches. But it's not just the physical contact. What I want more than anything is to see his face again. I just want to be able to see him around and make small talk. Ask him how he's been and what he plans to do after school. Those simple, everyday interactions are some of my most precious memories now. What I wouldn't give to have those days back. Funny what runs through your head when you're trying to make frostbitten fingers move without cracking off. Alright, and here's the fourth one. Cold. Hurts to move fingers. No strength to write on desk. Cannot talk or see friend. Tendon and leg cut. Bleeding badly. Now the next one, it's not going to be for a while, so I will see you all then. Alright, so if you've never read the fourth victim's memoir, you can get that corpse's name tag. But if you did, like for me, you have the fifth one there blocking you from getting. But we're trying to get the wrong ending, so why don't we go ahead? Looks like I'll be dying soon, so I'm going to try to keep my fingers steady just this one last time. The bleeding never stopped, and I'm getting colder and colder. I can barely see. In the end, we never did find one another here. And unless you magically pop out of the shadows real soon, we never will. Mitsuharu. You. You constantly surpassed me in every way, always one step ahead, no matter what we were doing. I kept telling myself that at some point, I'd turn a corner. But I knew better. My brain knew better. My brain rejected that notion from the beginning. If I should dream in death, though, I know I'm going to see you when I turn this next. I'm praying for all this time. We can beat up on each other like we used to. Again.
なんだ頭が。
A wave of nausea and unbearable despair suddenly washed over Satoshi's entire. The next thing he knew, he was standing in the corner of an extremely narrow. His movements weren't his own. It was as if his mind were disconnected from his, with no perception of surface or gravity or motion. After sudden dip jarred his senses, he realized he was moving purely on nerve impulses, with no direction or control. Perhaps he'd been taken in by the curse, by the wave of negativity that permeated this space, far beyond the spectrum of human understanding. His shell of a body might as well have been a twig skipping across the ground in a windstorm. Without warning, his very sense of self had been completely destroyed, leaving him in a virtually lobotomized state. It seems the remnants of a man's tormented soul are indeed a thing best left untouched. For this dying message and the cursed care certainly had no trouble at all dismantling the essence of what was once a boy named Satoshi. All right, and so those were the wrong ends to chapter 4. Not chapter 4, to chapter 3. So we got all those completed. Next video will be chapter 4, wrong endings. And one of them is an extra end as well. So that's fairly interesting. And we only have about 4 extra chapters unlocked. But we should be getting the rest of them unlocked here shortly. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. Do please like, subscribe, and fave for more Corpse Party and other videos.